All right, and we're back. So finished up the wiring in the front. Next big task, I have a full bolt-on kit. Here's all the brake lines that are going to be going on the Chevelle. First step is going to be to remove the rear end from there. And the reason for that is we got to pull out the axles with the C-clips that are in there. I got my buddy Joseph here, volunteered to come help me. Say hi, Joe. So we'll be at least getting the rear end out tonight. I'll start running the brake lines and getting the proportioning valve in place. And then from there, hopefully we get this bad boy out in the next week or two. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we don't run into anything else. Alright, so we're back once again. I got some cool stuff that we're finally getting into. So you can see we pulled the rear end out of the Chevelle. Once again, thanks to the buddies that came by. And even though we got it out, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So as you can see, this thing is rusty. Original rear end from another Chevelle that I had, and I mean, this thing has seen better days. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip it all. We need to take out all of the axles, well, the two axles from there. In order to do so, I'm going to take off all of this stuff, all the stuff on that side. Once we pull off the plug, or the cover here, we can go ahead and drain all the fluid, which we definitely need to do that outside because that stuff is, oh, it's nasty. So let me go ahead and see if I can get most of that taken apart today. And then once that's done, we start cleaning it up, assembling all the new stuff, getting new bushings on there. Alright, so we're able to get all the bolts out. Man, these things were rusted in there good, so there's probably a much easier way to do this. I just went to town with some wrenches, my impact. You can see I already coated some with some WD-40 here. Maybe try and break those, but I might have to find something a little bit better than WD-40. Anyways, here's where we're at. We got all those bolts out, got the brake lines off. Once that's all taken apart, next thing is take off the cover, drain the fluid. And apparently there's a C-clip in there that holds these, so I'm not really sure how that's going to go. But anyways, my goal is to at least get to that point, and then we'll kind of see how those axles look. And I mean, looking over here on both sides, these things look rusted. I really don't think that those really have much more life in them. I may actually just swap them out, because I mean, I feel a little bit of play, but not too much. What I could do is I can actually, yeah, I might just do that right away. Feel too bad. For sure we're going to replace this bushing in here though, that's for sure. I don't know, it's a bit hot. This heat is killer today. We're supposed to get some rain, so I'm trying to do it quick. And if I'm able to drain that fluid tonight, we are in good shape. As you can see, clean up the garage, so we got everything nice and clean, ready just to put everything back in there. New upper and lower control arms will be here tomorrow, Wednesday actually. All right, and stay tuned. Alright, so here's what we got. You can see that the cover is off, and of course I made a big mess. That should be a good lesson as to what not to do whenever you're taking off the cover. But for right now, I think this is where I'm going to stop for today, because the next thing I do is I got to pull this pin right here. And I need to ask a couple of my buddies how to do that, because it's my first time doing this. And once we get that out of the way, I think we're in a good place to at least try and begin, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull the axles, like I said, and I think that's fairly easy. I'm kind of lost right now because I thought I knew how to do it, but I just got to follow up. So I guess today we'll end that video right there. Plus, I feel like that's a lot of progress for today. I've got a few other things I want to try and get done, but for the most part, we're pretty much there. Once we pull all those axles out, start sanding everything down, replacing the bushings. But I also want to make sure that my rear sun gear and all that are good and whatnot, and I just need to ask what's the best way for me to check that. And it's a matter of cleaning up. Once again, making messes is never fun, but it's part of it, right?